How are you, Leo, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay? So, Leo, what I like to do is to engage you in a discussion regarding your ex. Okay? And this is more of an advice type reading, as well as predictive. Okay? And basically, our question here today is what can be done to improve things if anything can be done? Or, in fact, what's the challenge that might be associated with reconnecting with this ex? Should any of you wishes to decide to do so, okay? Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading, as with any other reading, simply will not and may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that you're seeking, okay? So, with that said, I've decided to use my zombie tarot deck today in order to illustrate your reading, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can gain the necessary insight and ammunition for surviving the undead uprising. Okay? So, if this reading resonates with you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So what I'd like to do is to start off by sharing with you what I'm seeing as the overarching theme that's pervading your reading. And again, this reading is valid until the end of June, okay? And then I'd like to share with you what I'm seeing as your situation and what you might need to do to resolve various challenges associated with that situation. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Again, I'm going to start off with taking a peek at the overarching energy surrounding you, or this question. Just try to shuffle up pretty well here so we can get the cards together. Okay. Okay. So, Spirit, the situation is Leo's relationship with the ex. What can be done to improve things, or what's the challenge associated with this? Okay, and this reading again is valid until the end of June. Okay, let's start off, ladies and gentlemen, selecting 3 cards from the bottom of the deck here. We have the Hangman. Okay, we have the Sun. All right, and we have the Chariot. Okay, so let's just examine those cards. I'm just going to make a few general observations prior to getting into this reading here. Just see what I'm seeing here, okay? It seems to me that one of you appears to be waiting for the other to make a move here. I'm kind of getting, or you're just waiting for someone to to make the move forward here. I'm kind of getting, or to move forward. I'm also getting a strong indication that someone has commitment issues here in your situation and might be a player. It could be you, or it could be this ex here. Okay, keep in mind that the energies are fluid, so it could also represent you. All right, or how someone might be seeing you. Okay, and then once again, I'm feeling too that this ex wants to like suddenly just charge in and move things in quickly with you and act, he or she acts as if nothing ever happened, you know? Wow. Okay, so let's go on and just get into more specifics here. Let's start off with this hangman here, okay? Now again, this is the energies that I'm seeing present, okay? Now with the hangman is connected with Well, Neptune governs that card, and it's connected with water signs: Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And it seems like this card is kind of hidden to the fact that many of you are tired of really kind of hanging around waiting to be acknowledged for this X, you know? You're just waiting aimlessly. And it seems that a lot of you may have or you may even be feeling that you're kind of stuck in limbo, or that if you were to be with this person, you'd have to make a certain type of sacrifice. Because this card is also all about circumspection. And it shows that you are, in fact, upside down on what your next step should be, and might wonder if you are simply wasting your time contemplating returning to someone who hurt you, right? I feel that, uh, however, I feel that for many of you, you are remaining a bit optimistic here because you have that sun card here. And you're hoping that he or she will get in touch with you soon. But I feel that there's a need here. Spirit is saying that there's a need for you to start standing up for yourself, and you need to set appropriate boundaries when it comes to this X. I feel that your cards strongly show a reconnection is a possibility here. Many of you will. And again, with the sun here, okay, and that's a positive omen. It represents a fire sign, a Leo, okay, and it shows a cheerful situation, but your doubt might get the better of you, or could possibly cloud your judgment, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I also see an invitation being extended, possibly from this X, for many of you to go to perhaps an amusement park or another social type venue where a lot of people are tend to be involved here. Okay. Despite your doubts, however, I still see you achieving success with the chariot here, because you have the chariot, ladies and gentlemen, ended. And with the chariot, you have a lot of water here. So this also is connected with water. Okay. Usually cancers. Okay. And this shows a strong connection, or one that's in process of flourishing, or one that can be, um, one that will emerge, if you will. Okay. But I see things moving very fast here, and this X that I'm seeing returning to you might even, I'm seeing someone wearing some type of a uniform or something. Okay. All right. But you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to reconnect with this person, because you have this hangman here, there's a possibility that there are too many promises being extended, and either you or your ex have a proclivity not to really follow through. Okay, so understand that if you are going to connect, commitment is key. Okay, total commitment. If your situation is to flourish, so if you're still kind of playing the field, don't even think about it, because it's not gonna, you're not gonna, accomplish anything. You're just moving backwards. If this is not what you want, then don't do it. But it seems that there's a strong likelihood that many of you are gonna reconnect, and some of you might even reconnect and still have an existing partner here. So think it through, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind that, once again, if this reading resonates, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So let's go on and just gain more insight into your situation, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So I'm going to go on and select a card to represent your situation here. Okay, wow, we have the world, okay? So with the world, that's associated with earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And Saturn governs that card. Okay. So with that card, you can certainly expect much excitement, because the Fool journey has ended, or is ending here. This is a more you've culminated your experiences, or the experiences have been culminated here. Okay, everything in your life will feel a bit new and fresh again here. And this is your situation where many of you are kind of at this moment. Okay, seeing renewal, involvement, as well as, ladies and gentlemen, permanency. Okay, so your situation certainly calls for you to take a more realistic approach. It's time to do things differently. Okay, so renewal is, in fact, as I've indicated, is possible. And these things are all possible too. Anything is possible, really. Okay, it's time that many of you need to make the decision to surrender comparisons to others. Surrender, ladies and gentlemen, being narrowed minded and even judgmental. Try to understand your true needs, and understand, as I've indicated, that your situation has reached a final apex, okay, if you will, a natural conclusion. And as such, harmony and peace can and will, I'm feeling, will be restored or get restored here. Okay? And some of you might even be dealing with someone perhaps in foreign affairs, or someone who certainly loves to travel, I'm getting. Some of you might even purchase or move in to the home of your dreams here with this card, okay? With the world, ladies and gentlemen, rest assured that the world is, in fact, your oyster. You can create your own narrative, Leos. Strong compatibility exists or surrounds you. And I feel that you can grow with this X should you wish to, okay? This is what I'm kind of picking up very strongly here. I'm looking at your situation here, okay? I feel too that for many of you, this situation can certainly go either way. You might remain, as I said, with an existing partner as well as an ex, okay, for some of you. But again, you must choose one over the other, okay? Because once again, as mentioned from the onset, compatibility or commitment is certainly required here, okay? And for many of you, a marriage might even crop up here with the looking at your bottom energies here, okay? A child even might so be involved in your situation, okay? I feel that either you or this ex wants to provide some type of stability or inject a bit more structure into your situation, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings. All right. So, with that said, let's go on and just select another card and see what might be challenging you or what might prove to be a challenge. Okay. The Emperor. This card tends to be a challenge of its own. All right. So, with the Emperor, that's connected with an air sign. I'm sorry, fire sign, usually Aries. Okay. So, as a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, this is more so suggesting that many of you, when you could reconnect with this ex, you may have feelings of perhaps powerlessness, or this ex might be a bit dominant, more dominant than you, or like I said, the energies could go vice versa, okay? Or perhaps for some of you, your own father might be impeding success, or you're just certainly being a bit too rigid or disenchanted with life itself, or you just have no sense of humor, okay? Or perhaps you're just a bit out of touch, okay? Or some of you might just have a desire to control another, or as I said, this could go vice versa, okay? Or just simply being too stubborn here. You see that this emperor is also protecting this child here. Bossy, they want to take control over everything. So it's time to really, Leos, place mind over matter and really get clear about whatever it is that you want. It's time that you be a bit more assertive and use logic as you attempt to resolve difficulties associated with your situation here. Okay? Rest assured that someone certainly wants to be the boss here. Okay? And again, I feel that a parent child connection seems also apparent. Okay? So maybe some of you might even consider, ladies and gentlemen, a more wait and see approach or strategy and see what, really happens or really, what turns up in your situation. Okay. So that's what I have in terms of, giving you messages with regards to that. But what I like to do here is that because, in any type of romantic situation, particularly those dealing with exes here, there are always, and I feel that you guys have multiple exes that who might be kind of returning here. So I'm going to pull out 20 letters, Leos, to kind of help you identify those around whom you might want to consider being a bit more vigilant, okay? So we have 200 tablets here in this bag. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out 20 tablets to help you, Leos, unmask this person, okay? Now, Leos, if your name appear here, it means that you're being your own worst enemy, okay? So let's not be our own worst enemies, okay? So let's go on and get started. Spirit, please direct my hand to the appropriate 20 letters to help Leos determine those around whom they might want to be a bit more vigilant, okay? It's not to say you can't deal with this person, but you just might want to give them a bit of a crooked eye from time to time. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, we have an L, an E, we have a U, an R, an I, an R. We have an E, Leo, an R, another R. We have a Q, a T, a U, an E. Okay, we have an N, a B. Let's see how many we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. All right, Leos, and we need 6 more letters. Spirit, give me 6 more letters here to share with Leos in regards to their situation here. 6 more letters. Okay, looks like we have them. Let me just scoot this deck right on over. All right. All right, we have another T. We have an S. We have an N. A D. We have an L. And Leos, you get a bonus here. You have a blank tablet here. So that means that you can decide upon whatever letter that you wish should it complete a full name here. Okay? So this is a little bit of a bonus. So I'm going to call these back to you to ensure that each and every one of you has them. So we know we have the bonus letter, all right? The bonus tablet. There are 3 E's. Okay, there are 3 R's, an S, 2 U's, 2 T's, 2 N's, a B, 2 L's, a Q, a I, an I, and a D. Okay, so those are the letters, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that they help you kind of unmask the people around whom you might want to be a bit more vigilant. So now what I like to do here, Leos, is to provide you with 5 messages here to give you some indication of how you might transform your situation simply by just letting go and perhaps even just going with the flow. So let's see what messages that we have or what messages that come up in regards to this. Keep in mind, Leos, that this reading is valid until the end of June. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if it resonates. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings, okay? So let's see what we have here in terms of messages that you might want to consider during this time span in question, okay? Let's see. Wow. Surrender to silence, Leos. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness that dwells within. Silence can heal as well as replenish you. Next message. It's time, Leos, that you surrender to rest and sleep. You guys are just overextending yourself quite a bit. So to prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, your body, as well as your spirit. Next message. Surrender to non-action. Now's the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you, including this ex. Next message. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. They're no longer serving you. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originated from the past. Then, Leos, you can certainly own your own power and soar beyond your most wildest dreams. Remember, the world is your oyster. And next message here. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone, because it's really time for a romantic relationship, a romantic situation to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Understand that each person must certainly be accountable for his or her own healing. And last message with these cards. Surrender, Leo, negative thinking. You certainly do have control over your own thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing. And quickly refocus on more positive formations, okay? So in conclusion, Leo, I like to just share with you 4 closing messages on how you might be a bit more loving, okay? Messages that will hopefully help you establish more resilience in your life and to hopefully encourage you to be a bit more kind. All right. So Spirit, give me 4 more messages here to share with Leos during this time, for this time period in question here. 4 more final messages for Leos. All right. Let's see what we have, Leo. Okay. Undo yourself. Self-acceptance will be the undoing of you. The undoing of identities that are terribly false or too narrow. Even the spiritual ones or the socially applauded achieving ones. You will be called to unlearn heaps of dogma. You will be invited to forgive the seemingly unforgivable and to abandon things that you spent a long time constructing. You will have to navigate in the world with fewer operating principles, fewer laws, and more awe. Next message, Leo. Think with love. Understand that spirituality is the practice of thinking with love. Let your thoughts slip down from your thinking mind and settle into your heart. Next message, Leos. It's this simple. Just truly, deeply intend to be loving. And then ask your heart for help to be that. And then do what your heart says to do. And last message today, Leos. Learn from your experience. Understand that you certainly can't find truth outside of yourself, no matter how much you study or listen to teachings. You can climb a mountain tallest mountain in the world to meet a great guru in a cave for the secret of life, and they couldn't give you the truth. We awaken to the higher through our earthly life. The truth only exists within your heart, where the universal becomes very personal. So, Leos, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and be sure to send me over your comments. Should anyone wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website, just schedule your reading there, or you can send an email. All right. Thanks so much for your time and that you've taken in viewing this, and I certainly look forward to hearing your comments. Enjoy your day.